Oh, there I am, Kathy Sue. Hey, everybody, welcome. You have found me, Chris, at Lovevolvenergy. Today's show is Holding the Heart through shamanic art. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear some music in the background? I may X the music. Let's X the music already. So this is how it goes down. Hello, replay watchers. And wherever and whenever you are. Hey, Dana. Hi. Good morning, beautiful cuz. So we're going to be doing some, what I'm calling shamanic artwork. So what you need to do is get something on which to make some marks. I have this. This is just a little notebook. I have it a little bit thicker because I might use some watercolors, mixed media. It can be the back of a napkin. It can be on this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your surface is. And then something with which to make marks. Now over here, I'm going to show you what I have. Whole bunch of crayons, woohoo, and some watercolors. So with watercolors, I usually have 2 glasses of water, some brushes, one to rinse, and one to rinse again and to keep in. So that's my setup. So for those of you that are here, Megan, Dan, Sheila, hey lady, hey dude. So that's what I have. Get your art materials out. That's what I have. You can work literally, you can work with a pen and a sticky note. It matters not. It matters not. What your materials are do not matter. So this is how it's going to go down, replay watchers. I've just introduced the basics. I'm going to say hi, how are you a little bit and talk a little bit. So everybody take a few minutes, get a beverage. Ooh. Let me tell you about this coffee. And I have H2O. And I'm on my bouncy ball. I have my comfy art sweater on. What else? I have some music playing in the background. I don't really need. What else is going on? Let me just check in. So that's what we're going to do. So we will start our process, our session, in about 5 to 10 minutes. So give yourself 5 minutes to tap a kidney, do whatever you need to do. If you're driving, pay attention to what you're doing. Today is experiential. So get yourself ready and prepped for that. If you need a little snacky snack, if you need some of your cards with you, I brought my I love my Udi art cards because I'm doing art stuff today. Tonight, we dance. We'll talk about that later. Just get settled for your experience. Hey, 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 hey. Saying hi to everybody. Ooh, see a few people are with me on the tube that is you. Because, you know, sometimes we just can't figure out what's happening on the book that is face anymore. It just, the things fluctuate so intensely. So I'm in the city right now. I'm at the seaport and I rented a little studio, which is why my backdrop looks a little different. Look at, they have some art. There's a big mural on this wall over here, which you can kind of see. Let me have a little sip of water. And I'll start explaining a little bit what we're doing today. Hey, if you're not in the mood, that's okay too. You're not required. You're not required to go into this stuff. You can simply observe. This will be recorded. You can find this on replay on the book that is face and the tube that is you, and ILC, Intuitive Lifestyles Consulting TV. Hi, everybody there. Most of you catch me on the replay, which is cool. Totally cool with me. Let's see if I can fix a little bit. It doesn't matter what my lighting is like. Because today, we're definitely going into an experience of self-healing, self-energetic healing, mental healing, emotional healing, physical healing. We'll see what else shows up. DJ! Hi, Diane! And self-channeling. So we're doing this through what I'm calling shamanic art. This morning we'll be working with color, and I'll repeat again the things you need if you're just joining me. This morning we're working with color, and tonight we're working with body and with the rhythm, with the same kind of intention or process going in. So let me give people a few more minutes to get settled. Like I said, get yourself some beverage, get yourself your crystals, your incense, this stuff that you normally do for an experience. Get yourself something to write on, paper, sticky note, pen, crayons, paint. If you have paint, get some brushes, some water, or not. Use finger paint. Use clay. If you're getting more exotic, use your oil paints. I have watercolors over here. Use your tempera. Tempera is my favorite medium. Something to express with. And I'll repeat again, like I said, if a sticky note and a pen is all you got, totally cool. Totally cool. I love that you guys are hanging out with each other in the feed. Hey, if anybody has anything coming up that they want to promote, use my feed here to promote that. I was at Alicia's full moon astrology cacao ceremony last night. Truth be told, it completely relaxed me and I fell asleep. No joke, which I needed. So clearly it was amazeballs and definitely what I needed. Here we are coming upon the equinox, the full moon energies, so many planets going full force ahead. Nothing's retrograde. There are a few squares. So that's that, and a few other things lining up. So things can be tricky. Let me start now. I think most of you've got your stuff together. Yeah, stubby pencil legal pad. I love that. I love that. We'll be doing these sessions, rotating, probably once a month. At least 2 people have expressed interest in that, so I'm going to keep it going. We're building up to maybe doing a day long or a weekend, using that aspect of self as a way to channel messages for yourself. So that's what we're doing today. Oh, my background music's a little crazy. Let me shift the music before I go much further with that. I love that you guys have all your things. Yeah. I'm just gonna. So have your own music in the background. Do I want to do what's into space like? Maybe I'll give you guys tiny bit, just way background music here. But if you want some music in the background for you, that's what we'll do. So this process is super easy, super accessible. We're using our faculties, our sense gates. You do. Thanks, Diane. I hope it's loud enough for whatever you have. Have your own music in the background, like I said. So what we're going to do is work with a couple of themes, and within those themes, you can create your own intention if you like, or simply open yourself for discovery, for be curious within these themes, for information to be coming through, to be channeled through. This is it's similar to automatic writing, except we're really bypassing that aspect of the brain and simply moving into color. And tonight we'll be moving into rhythm. So the themes I posted in the feed here. So wherever you are, you ought to be able to see that in the feed. It's a little bit of what's happening energetically, fed by the astrology. The feeling of in your heart. So as I begin to say these things, I really have to turn this music over here off. As I begin to say these things, let your hands rest on your heart so you can feel what is. You don't have to change what's there. If you're grumpy pants today and your heart is wearing grumpy pants, okay. Just be with that and breathe. With your heart, breathe and feel. We're going to be looking at themes of boundaries, resilience, and adjustments, because the time is ripe for adjustments to be made, to recognize your own resilience, and to feel into what your boundaries are. Just needed to shift. I had some music happening back there. So we're just going to do a little bit of assessment with that right now. Just a little bit of assessment. Breathe and feel into that. And see where you are. The next inhale, let it be a little bit more in some way. And release a little bit more fully. 2 more times like that. Move more deeply into your emotional body. Your emotional body is not exclusive to your heart center. It includes every energy center in your body. beyond your energetic body, and just feel into your emotional body. And now begin to move into these themes again. This time we'll call on your own higher self. You may choose to externally say this, mumble to yourself, or internally repeat these wishes, intentions, and prayers, calling upon higher self, calling upon guardian angels and all guardians on all layers, levels, and dimensions for my alignment and evolution within love and light at this now moment. All other healing teams, holding teams, consciousnesses and teams encouraging and supporting my growth and evolution. Breathe, feel. As you exhale, relax and drop. Moving into the themes of resilience of heart. May we receive insight, messages around personal resilience. Also around the theme of boundaries of heart, of the emotional body. Prayers to receive insight, flow, healing, and holding of the emotional body, energetic bodies, around themes of boundaries. Walls not too high, not too low. Goldilocks, your boundaries. And an addendum to these themes of boundaries and resilience. Adjustments that can be made at this time. Qualities of the full moon in Virgo. Wise, kind adjustments. Things we may know about. Today, we will open up to insights, channeled messages through our creative expression, where adjustments may be made. And in the next 3 breaths, let them be fuller and simply let go of all of this. It is done, it is done, it is done. It is done, let it go. One hand on heart, the other hand on your page. Is it your legal pad? Is it your sticky note? Is it a pad of paper? Is it a napkin? What are you making mark and color on? Simply touch it with the other hand and connect there. You're just going to connect with the page. Just feel it, feel it. Close your eyes, feel your heart, and feel the page. And you can maybe already start to feel things heating up. You can start to feel a flow here. from the page. Release your hands. Feel your hands. They're probably buzzy, warm, and hot already. And begin to let the hands float over whatever you're making marks with. It's a pen, it's some crayons, it's some paints. So if it's your paints, get a brush ready. And you're not going to make any marks yet. You're just going to feel in. So if you have a pen, you're just going to feel it. And you're going to feel the impulse in that. If you're working with color, begin to move into your crayons, your paints. And to begin, let's start with the guideline I'm giving you, which you can blow through or you can choose. That's up to you. Go with a medium color to a lighter color. So if you're working with a pen or a pencil, you're going to work with very light, scratchy. So I'm starting with, I'm feeling this green and I'm just going to trust it. And you're just going to let yourself, big washy scribbles, big washy scribbles, big washy scribbles. And with one hand, you may be feeling it. With the other hand, you may be making marks. Let the surface you're writing on, your pad, shift it around. So now I'm working with it this way and then this way. So even the paper itself is going to shift. It's going to shift. And you're just enjoying this color, enjoying the sensation of the arm moving, of the fangs moving. Really light color. Sometimes you want to bear down. Sometimes it may be more circular, scribbly. Sometimes really bearing down, or maybe it's just this gentle wash all over, this gentle wash all over. And if you're done with that color, drop it and go to another light color, or stay with that color. We're going to stay with these lighter colors just for a little bit longer. For me, I'm going to switch my medium. I'm going to move into, show me a color here. Oh, I'm staying with green. They have me in all these greens today. And I'm not gonna make any effort to understand why. There's no analysis yet. There's simply the being, and then I'm just gonna let that wash over, and I'm just gonna wash over with that color. Dries up fast. My room is really dry, and I'm just gonna let it make mark, and I'm feeling some circles here. Let your eyes be open, let your eyes be closed. That's up to you, it doesn't matter. And you can shift colors again. There's no rules here. You're just scribbling. You're just going wide. You're just making marks. You're just playing with color. Now for me, I'm just feeling, and I'm just being guided to just, I'm Johnny One Note today, Josephina One Note. I'm just staying with the greens. So, okay. All right. We're staying with greens. Whew. And already I'm breathing into it a little bit more. See if you can feel your energy shifting as you do these light background kind of marks, kind of colors. I'm feeling things begin to open for me. And if you want, you can write it down in the feed. I'm feeling this broadening through the front of my heart, a real broad wingspan. So that's where I'm feeling the shift. Okay, so now I'm combining colors. It's moving into a darker, and I've got like this darker. I'm going to take mine down there for a minute. So I'm moving into more blues for me. And then no color at all. Because I'm working with this, I'm just doing just plain water. So you may choose. You're not going to work with pen, paper, crayon anymore, and it's just going to be your hand kind of smudging the wax. Whatever medium you're using, if you're working with something more solid, like a clay, I didn't address this, I'm just working with color right now. You may decide that this is more just like a mashing. You're just going broad and you're just, hold on. Wow. You're just letting the clay warm. So it depends what your medium is. Just stay with it. I know it seems like a long time, but you're just massaging this energetic warm up. If you feel like typing in the feed what you're experiencing, if things are shifting for you already, let me know. You don't have to understand it. You don't even have to share with us. You may feel like your body is moving with this a little bit as well. Ooh, I'm moving deeper and deeper into these colors, and I'm still with these wide. So if you're feeling brave and you have the capacity, I think if you're on the book that is Face, it allows you to do this. You could take a screenshot of what's happening so far, because there's no right way to do this. This is just like, and share your picture in the feed if you want. You don't have to. Ooh, feeling a circle. I'm feeling an opening for me over here. If you remember back in the day when I was in the Lightworkers Lab, my early days doing regular feeds, I would often, when I was doing energy healings on others, I would take out my markers. I would take out, you may be working with markers right now, and I would begin to draw their energy. So this is a little bit where this is coming from. About 20 years ago, I studied with a woman named Aviva Gold. Oh, I'm just feeling circles now. And she does a process called painting from the source. Of late, I've been working with Whitney Freya. And she does a different kind of painting from the source. Depending on her program, she calls it different things. Creatively fit coaching, generally. And you might just make some watermarks. So we're about to move into the next phase. Take a little breather here. Don't try to understand what's happening. Don't try to understand. If you can, if you have a pen or a pencil, little stub, you may choose to use your eraser end now. Hey, Claire. We're going to start to shift gears. I'm going to just, because I've used some watercolors, I'm just going to let mine dry for a minute. If you want to keep going with this, just blah of color out there as you felt. You can keep going. I'm going to take a little break, have a little sip of something. Oh, damn, that's good. There is nothing like good coffee, you know? The next section we're going to move into is going to be a little bit different. You are going to take perhaps a darker color, or if you ended up with this kind of color, this is just what came out of me today. I think I'm going to move into crayons. You can choose to go something in contrast. So for this, I could go much lighter with a white color or yellow or some kind of like fluorescent yellow or green. Or I could go much darker. Navy blue, dark blue, deep rich eggplant purple, a deep forest green, or so either way, just let your hand, if you are taking a break, you can do a pause and you can just put your hand near your paper and you can just feel around over where your colors are. Just let your hand hover. You don't have to choose yet. You may be making a beeline and you already know the colors and you're feeling the colors and you're touching the colors and you're just being with color. You're just being with color right now. All right, I gotta let this dry. So I'm gonna wave it a little bit. So finding your next color, or maybe it's your next couple of colors. I am feeling some white, but I'm feeling this. What is that? What do they call this? Peach. My peachy crayon. And I think that, I don't know yet. I'll start with that. All right, let me turn that upside down. My peachy crayon. I don't know if that's dry yet. And I'm kind of feeling other colors are going to come up as well. For example, let me see. I'm going to use a darker on here. We're going to do what's coming up next. Let me tell you. We're going to use colors of contrast. I think for me, because I'm partly in teaching mode, what's going to be easier for you to see is if I use darker colors. So we're going to choose one at a time, and we're going to make 3 scribbles. No rules, no right or wrong. 3 scribbles. 3 scribbles. So get your color. I'm going to move into this color. Purple. Basic purple. And get ready, and you might choose to close your eyes. And as you feel ready, breathe and do the scribble. I'll count to 10. By the end of 10, you're done scribbling. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's my scribble. Got it? Does everybody have a scribble? And then, so mine's in dark, so it would show up a little bit better on that green there. Then you're going to take another color of contrast, one that you feel drawn to. Or if you're feeling real monochrome, there's no rules here. These are just suggestions. Another color of contrast. I think I'm going to move into this. And within your scribble, you're going to see if there's little places to fill in. Like right here. I'm going to show you an example. Let me get this blue happening for me. So right here on my scribble, right here, oh, this is a better one. This one right in the middle. Can you see that one right in the middle? I'm going to begin to fill that in because that's what I was drawn to do. So you're going to look for little areas here that you can draw in. You might, during this process, so I think you understand what that is, yes? You may begin to see images. You're not going to work to understand them, to assess them, to interpret them. You're just moving through and you're finding inspiration to color in different chunks. And you may begin to see different things. From me right here, and I'm going to make this a mark, I see a kind of star shape. So I'm just coloring in that star shape. And then I'm going to twist it, and I feel the impulse to color in this piece over here. Right over here. Where are we? Right over here. So I'm just going to color that in. So keep moving your sheet around. You may close your eyes and feel things. Ooh, I need to fill this part over in. Ooh, I see another star right here. I see another star. I'm seeing lots of stars today. So I'm gonna color in that star. And just take a minute and really commune with your page and the colors. And use your eyes just to see what's already there, what's jumping out at you. What's jumping out? In my mind, I just got the impulse, and so that may mean that somebody watching on the replay or somebody here with us now, they have the impulse to put their hand on the page and to draw an outline over their hand. Go for it. We often do that at the end. Ooh, I see a number here. I'm seeing the number 8. But I'm not going to let myself understand what that is. I'm just going to look. I'm just going to see what's in here. If anybody wants to share, tell us what's going on as they're turning their page around, looking at different things. I'm noticing some circles I want to highlight. This big kind of backward C shape. I'm seeing that happen. So I'm going to turn around so that you can watch me do this, so you can get a sense of things. You know, if you're baffled, most of you aren't. So I still see that C shape, and I just really want to feel into that C shape for me. And that's connecting to this other thing here, and it's connecting to that. And I'm just feeling into that, and I'm just following the shapes. And I'm just letting go. I'm just letting go. And I'm liking that shape. So I'm just going to follow that. All you're doing now is trusting. You're just trusting. Just trusting the process. And that goes off the page, and that goes off the page. What else is happening? And I want to do this over here, and then, ooh, it looks like sparkly fireworks. So I'm going to change my color. I'm going to go over there. Ooh, that's nice. And I just want to do that. Oh, that feels good to me. And now I feel like I want to change colors. So maybe you want to change the color. What's my next color? Ooh, yeah. I feel like I need some yellow. So I'm going to change my medium. And I just completely abandoned the peach. And I'm going to, what I'm seeing here, as I move into this colors, I'm seeing a theme. I'm seeing hearts within hearts. This is for me, so I'm not going to show it. So what happens now is you're just going to look at the page and begin to see shapes and symbols, places of impulse. So there may be a couple of marks on here that you are really drawn to, but you don't know what they are. You don't know what they mean. I have a heart within heart, and deep within this heart is this kind of starburst. I feel the energy of a starburst here. So I'm just talking about my process. You guys tell me your process, or you have your own process. So what I'm going to do is really enhance that starburst. That's what I feel like doing. I feel like enhancing the starburst. And that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, will that even work? Maybe not. There we go. I'm just gonna, oh yeah. I'm gonna try to enhance it. It doesn't really work on this, but that's okay. I would need a different medium. But I know it's there. There we go. And what I want you to know is that everything that was scribbled, all your colors, our messages are something, this is what you channeled for yourself today, this afternoon, this morning, depending on where you are on the planet. This is what came through you. These are the messages coming through you now. And once you begin to see what is really standing out to you, that's the message. So what, like I said, was standing out, I don't know what that big slash is yet, but I know up above I have a star. And here I have this heart within a heart, and deep within that heart within the heart is this starburst. And I'm going to feel into this. So you may need to move a little bit more deeply and take some more time with it. Whatever you need to do. Twirl it around, twirl it around. And just begin to, as you feel ready, really look at what came out of you in terms of color, shape, symbol. And I'll say the 3 words to you. If you remember, if you had an intention, repeat that to yourself and gaze softly. Diffused sight, softly gazing at what you have on the paper. So immediately, what I remember is the word adjustments being made. I remember the word resilience. I remember the word boundaries for myself. So as I see all of these greens, I think earth. So I'm just interpreting for me. You interpret for you. Yeah, dolphin and turtle, Claire. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, hey, Monique. Yes. And I'm remembering adjustments. And so for me, what I have channeled through my multidimensional guides and angels, etc., etc. The message that came through for myself, my own shamanic healing and messages channeled for myself today is that this core starburst is the place, I'm just understanding this now, this is the place where the adjustments are being made for me, deep in my core. In the background is all this luscious earth support. Green can also be the color of the heart. It can be the color of your grounding. It can be the color of the earth and all these blues with the dark. That it's all this, I'm feeling that cosmic energy as support in creating structure. And that's what this, for me, the star is there. That's, there's this, it's a star of encouragement, of rediscovering my own brilliance, which we all have. And that it's in itself is a support. So that all relates to this resilience. And these boundaries, the boundaries of this heart within a heart, this heart within a heart. So I feel like I, in terms of these themes, which I decided today, you can do this on your own anytime you like. Use a theme or don't. Make 3 marks on a page and then see, it's like reading tea leaves. You just see what's there. And then a story begins to be created based on that. So that's my shamanic art, where I've really healed and hold my heart. I really see that my boundaries are really pretty high. And that's okay right now. They won't always be that way. But now, to go deep into this adjustment period with all this support, I'm beginning to see other things here as well. Anyway, you could spend so much time. You could spend so much time on your own painting. It will be different colors. It will be whatever it is. All right, we've only got like another 15 or 20 minutes. Great, Monique. And you know, you don't need, you can do, Kathy Sue used stubby pencil and legal pad today. And you find your own brilliance through that. Very much the theme over the next couple of weeks, particularly that we just had, we're having the energies of the full moon in Virgo. And after the peak of it, the moon begins to wane. And we still have that nurturance of Mama Gaia through the vibration of Virgo energy. I feel that all through my painting today. It's very healing the heart. Now's the time. Now's the time to really know yourself more deeply, to go into this preparation mode, to find your own adjustments, to recognize where you actually have been brilliantly resilient. Your brilliance is in your resilience. Write that down. Boundaries is the endless conversation through emotional body, yes. So to end a session of holding the heart through shamanic art, you can put all of your efforts away, all of your efforts to make marks and colors, all of your efforts to understand. You can just put them down, drop them, and just be with the page. And breathe and feel. Enter into the vibration of healing that came through for you today. You healed yourself. You are your own shaman. Breathe and feel this. Breathe and feel. What did you discover? What did you discover? To end the session, simply bask. Simply soak. Bask and soak in the healing that was created, co-created between you and all of your multidimensional source energies today. Rest and bask, rest and bask. All right, everybody. If you feel like it, if you are able, share your art. Share your art with me. I'd love to see it. Ooh, I see that I'm breaking up a little bit. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, things are about to end here. All right. Because the tech is getting a little wonky. I'm going to end it here. So much love. Not sure that you... All right. And I can't. All right. So if you can still see me. Am I back? Am I back? All right, everybody. I'll check in later. I'm having some tech issues. So much love. I'll catch you in the flip. I'll see you tonight for dance. All right. Bye. Apologies about the tech. I don't think it's going to get any better. All right. Thanks, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please share your healing with us.